How's it going, everybody? My name is Absoulem, and welcome to part 1 of my full platinum walkthrough for Hollow Knight Silksong, which is a very much real game that exists right here on my console. It's finally out, guys. It doesn't feel real, but there it is. It's right there. So I'm very excited to work on this walkthrough for each and every one of you to earn that juicy platinum trophy. So I hope you guys are excited, and welcome aboard to part 1. Now you can be checking the descriptions of each video as we go to see whatever we're going to be working on, and you'll see the trophies or whatever prominent things we'll be doing. So definitely be checking that if you're curious. But of course, I'll be here to provide commentary, show you where to go, what to do, and also give you advice and insights on the bosses so you might have an easier time, and of course just keep you company as you work down that old dusty trail and earn yourself a platinum trophy. Now if you platinumed Hollow Knight, I just want you to know it's time to check your ego at the door, because this one is going to be more daunting. It's going to take longer, it's going to take multiple playthroughs. This is going to be a long journey, but a fun journey, because guess what? It's more difficult than Hollow Knight. Isn't that fun? So I don't want to keep you guys from the fun, so let's go ahead and get into game and get this walkthrough started, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Hollow Knight Silksong. We are officially in-game and ready to kick off our journey. So we're right after the opening cutscenes, and again, I'll be skipping all cutscenes and avoiding any spoilers, so don't worry about any sort of thing like that. Now, let's kick things off the only way I know how, which is, of course, with part 1 of this walkthrough's foreshadowing quote, and that is, the only impossible journey is the one that never begins. So just really mull on that, think it over, and when you're ready, let's take the first step of our platinum journey. So go ahead, pick up our weapon, and in this room, it's our starting area. Get familiar with the controls, the settings, all of that. Get that dialed in. For the OG players, the first thing you're going to notice is that we don't have the downward pogo, and instead is a diagonal pogo. You're gonna love it or hate it. I don't know. That's the only way to phrase that. But when you're ready, let's continue. So over here to the right is a secret room, our first of many secret rooms. And you'll be able to break that statue for shards. I guess I'll call those shard statues, all right? That's the official name. Don't look it up. I'm sure there's like a more nuanced name, but it's shard statues. I would take this opening area, these couple enemies, to just get familiar with the diagonal dash, because the better you can get at that the earlier on, the better you'll be, because it does take some getting used to. But once you get it, it's pretty good. I think personally I'd rather the downward dash, but you know, we're out here, we're trying new things. Alright, so kill those enemies. Come over here underneath the ledge right here in the water. Just hold down left, and we're going to activate our second secret area. Now we can kill the couple enemies in here, and again, get some shards. I like shards. So break these rocks right here, and you'll get more shards. And then most of them drop down in the water, so definitely go down and pick those up. And now we can break the shortcut. As we progress through this walkthrough, I'm sure, like, you know, we'll all get a little bit more involved as we go and everything. But if there's features you guys wanted to see in the walkthrough, let me know. I'll try to add it to videos and stuff. So yeah, I want to keep it simple with part 1 here. Just kind of go through the opening sequences, let everybody get familiar with the format and all of that. So yeah, like I said, if as we go on with this walkthrough, just let me know. I do read the comments. First of all, kill these two guys down here, and don't go right just yet. We got to collect a berry that we're going to need for an NPC later. But I like to kill those guys in case you fall, then that way you don't land on them and get even more hurt. Alright, so yeah, like, you can see where that diagonal is really nice. Anyways, look up here and hit the moss berry, and you'll see it in our inventory here. We need 3 of these to appease an NPC in this chapter. There's plenty more than that, but for this chapter, we're going to be getting 3, so definitely pick that one up. And now our character's slowly dying, so, you know, nothing like the slow creep of death on your shoulders to keep you motivated. But don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong, just kind of power through it. It is a bit exaggerated. I feel like it's a little dramatic. It's like, all right, we get it. And then she just pops up like, all right, I'm good. Anyways, before we jump across, look down and you'll see an item down there, which is a rosary bead. So we'll be able to open up our inventory, and you can break that, which you'll see it now adds 30 rosary beads to our currency. So those are currencies that we can use at the shops and things. Basically, shards and rosary beads are our monies, our shinies. All right, so that statue up there, we'll come back and get that in just a moment. So just leave it alone for now. Right now, we just want to take out this guy right here. Jump over here to the right. And just take out these little rascals right here. I don't know why I keep getting absolutely destroyed by them. Anyways, I guess I can showcase the binding, which gives you your health back if you have enough of the XP built up. You earn the XP from damaging enemies. Anyways, there's a couple shards at the top there, so definitely collect those. Take it. Oh, it landed on the spikes. Yikes. I'm gonna kill this guy really. Well, try to. There we go. And now I'm gonna go this way instead of going up just yet. We'll come back that way in just a moment. But now is that statue that we saw earlier, so we wanna. I almost did it. I tried to pogo off him. But yeah, grab the statue right here. Try to kill this guy if you can. If you're lucky, you'll be able to. I almost had it. You could grab it and you wouldn't have to run back around. But some advanced maneuvers. Don't worry about it. But definitely kill that guy. Grab the statue of shards. And then now we can make our way up top here. Kill this guy. And you see that berry right there? That is our second berry. So what we need to do is bait the hornet into place. Pogo off of him, and then that'll allow us to reach the berry. So it looks like this. Stand underneath it, let him spring down, pogo, and then hit the berry. And now we can just kill our guy. If for some reason you killed that guy and you missed getting the berry, don't worry. There's a bench coming up in just a moment that you'll be able to reset the world, and then you can just backtrack and go get it until you get that to work. But yeah, just jump across. Say hello to those butterflies for me. And yeah, like I said, our first bench, which is like a checkpoint in this game. It resets the world, it respawns all the enemies, but it also refills your health. And man, do we need it, because now we're dying again. I like, she'll just pop up and like everything's fine. Like, I love it. She just like perks back up. Like, oh, yeah, we're good. All right, sorry. Just a little bit of death. No big deal. But yeah, rest of this bench, that will be, if you die, that's like where you spawn. That's kind of like a checkpoint. If you've played Dark Souls or anything like that, you'll know what those features are. It's like a bonfire or whatever. But this is our first boss of several bosses, but it's a very easy boss. Definitely a good tutorial boss. Just get your cheap shots in, avoid the stuff that falls from the ceiling. Very, very standard boss for this kind of game. If you don't want to like jump and get her and all that, you can just kind of stand in the middle if you're like still learning this game. And just every time she dashes at you, just jump over her like that, and then get a hit or two in, and then go back to the middle. And obviously just avoid anything that's falling. But if you want to get more advanced, you know, then you can start to pogo and do all that. Oh, I almost did it flawless. Oh, that sneaky little bastard snuck up on me when I was fighting. I can't believe her. Anyways, that is our first boss. Surprisingly, not our first trophy, though. You would think that that's where a trophy would be. But now we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna actually finally die. Yes, I know, it's kind of exciting. We've been teasing it. But now we're gonna pass out, and we're gonna meet the Chapel Maiden, who's a bit of a talker, if I might say. Now, I want to point out that the voice actors for this game, my goodness, what was that casting call? We need somebody that's like, yeah. See? See what I mean? Yeah. Hey. Ah. Like, I feel like I could have done this. I don't know. But they had to put this lady, and then the guy that we meet next is like orgasming. Like, I don't know what they were thinking, but their very first NPCs are like Eeyore and a guy who's orgasming. Crazy voice actor work. That's all I'm saying. I'll let you decide what that man's up to, but this lady's just losing her mind. Anyways, she's going to give us a bunch of lore. Feel free to read that, and she'll start our main objective, the Great Citadel. So after we finish talking to her, talk to her again and exhaust her dialogue for even more lore. Like I said, she's a bit of a talker. Alright, now we are done with that. And now let's pause for a thumbnail in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. You'll see it. You'll see my work in that thumbnail. But now we're going to reach our Firelink Shrine of sorts, our home base, if you will. That's where we came from, so don't worry about that whole... yeah, so this is our home base here. The Bone Bottom. Got a few interesting characters here. We've got the lazy guy that's just sitting here and wants us to rest. This guy, little pilgrim. He's just like, you want to rest and do nothing all day and never make any changes in the world? Is that what you want? And we're just like, nah. See, a lazy piece of shit, that guy. And then there's this guy who's just orgasming himself, I guess. I don't really, maybe he's not, but I'll let you decide. You know, just let me look at him. He's a creep anyway. He's all down here by himself. Got long, greasy hair. Anyways, check this guy out. I mean, yeah, come on, guys. I miss some masa. Yeah, alright, buddy. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Also, if you have a ADD or something, these bells make sounds. Isn't that fun and exciting? So I'll let you guys enjoy that while however long you want to do that for. And now let's go back out and talk to a merchant and pretend like we definitely have money. She doesn't know that I'm super poor, but we're just looking. I just have so much money, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just gonna look through your wares if you don't mind. Oh wow, you have a good discount on everything that is here. Wow, I'll just have to come back. All right. Now we're going to talk to Flick the Fixer, who's building a sign, so let's wish him well. And his sign will be complete when we come back here, and we'll be able to start bounties and stuff like that. So just give him a good old pat on the back and wish him luck. And now let's come over here and talk to this lady who sings, and she plays a little metal rod. Now she believes that if she bangs that rod enough that door is going to open. And you know what? I don't have the heart to tell her that's not going to work, okay? So let's just let her, look at her, look how cute she is. You got this. Oh my gosh, you're doing great. No, we're not going to burst her bubble, okay? Come over here. It's a new enemy type right there. Nothing crazy. Get back here. Got him. Alright. Then you can drop down if you want. That just goes back, and that kind of foreshadows the next area. So don't worry about that. Just come over here. And above us, you'll see a little shard rock. So I like to hit it and stand as far to the right as possible so I can collect anything that might have fallen. And now we'll come over here, and there's a little mini enemy. Oh, I'm too lazy to go get it. Alright, now we can't get up top just yet, so we're going to come down here. And there's a little secret room. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, also, there's a lot of falling stuff, so just jump really quick through this room. And now, see what I mean? There's a lot of stuff. There's some more rosary beads, and anytime you see these beads, definitely break it or pick them up or whatever. They can come in many forms. They either hang from the ceiling, they're out of enemies, they're on rocks, they just are on the floor already. You never know. But anytime you see these red beads, that is important stuff, so pick that up. That is our money. Big time loot right there. We are now officially out of being poor. We're now just like average, I guess. All right, now we're gonna come over here. Oh, I jumped into him like a moron. What was I thinking, guys? Now we're gonna fight a little lockdown of sorts, I suppose. Brother, what is happening? Oh my goodness. That was embarrassing. I think I gave him every hit possible. Dude, I don't know. My brain is just not working, apparently. There we go. Kind of redeemed myself there, but watch out for the right there. That will fall down. You can come to the left, and that loops back around to that lady who sings if you need to go back for some reason, I guess. But drop down, and then there's some more rosary beads. Boom, boom, boom. Collect all those. Whoops. Don't go out of the frame. So pick them all up, and then we're going to backtrack, and we're just going to check on her. Yep, she's still doing her thing, so let's go ahead and just cheer her on. You're doing great. Keep it up. I think if you keep going, it'll open. Oh my god. You're amazing. I did see that. I did see that, Sherman. That was all you. Alright, so she's still just as oblivious as ever, so we'll leave her in peace. Ignorance is bliss, after all. And let's go buy our bench. I guess first get some rosary beads. Gimme, 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 gimme. And now let's buy a bench. So 30 rosary beads. Gone just like that. Gotta spend money to make money is what I've always said. Alright. Let me check my notes really quick. We're officially on page 2. Let's go. Alright, now we're gonna go meet the fleas, everybody. The fleas. Exciting stuff. If you played the first game, you'll know that you had to collect the like the little worms. They were like all over the map. This is that, but it's fleas now this time around. So we'll come back up to the left there in just a moment, but let's see, what do I want to do? I don't think I can go to the right just yet. Let me double check though. Yeah, no, we're good. Alright. So basically there's two paths you can go, the top right or the top left. They both kind of go to the same place. But I'm just gonna, for convenience sake, that's the way we're gonna go, is that top right. But for right now, I'm just gonna drop the little shortcut thing down just so we have that. Right here. There we go. Just to have it so I can get back up if I want and get back down and stuff. So you don't have to do that, but I just like to get it knocked down while we're here. It's alright. Wow. I had the craziest itch in my nose. And it was making me not be able to focus. But crisis averted, everybody. We are good. New little enemy, you can't attack them when the spears are out. And also, those spears do hurt, in case you were wondering. But go ahead and jump up here, and now it's the fleas. Yes, the fleas. So I like to talk to this guy first, because he's the least knowledgeable. I like to talk to the dumbest guy first. You know, go up in IQ. Gather intel. Yep, good job, buddy. I need a break after talking to a moron like that. Now we're going to talk to this guy who's just a happy-go-lucky flea. Ha 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 ha, yes. Dude, I want to voice act for this game. Barshkala! Now this is the captain. He actually knows what's going on. And he is a talker too. But he's going to give us a quest. So we are going to accept the Lost Fleas quest. Or wish, excuse me. I like that we make promises with people. Like, I don't know, it's a funny way to say quest. Like, I made a promise with him, I have to do it. Like, I think that's all of them. Yeah, yeah, all right, cool. We're good. All right, so that is going to start that quest. You'll see it in our inventory right there. And yeah, we have two berries so far. So now come over here. To the right, you'll notice there's a door that we can't open, so just stare at it. And now we can come over here. There we go. Break that bad boy. Okay. All right. There's some nice little rosary beads right here if I've ever seen them. Definitely grab those. Good old rosary beads. Whoa. All right, now watch out again. There's some falling rocks. But also some more rosary beads. And another rosary bead. Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and break those. Break them wide open. Now, that is kind of the top right portion of the world. So now, that was the right path, if that made sense. Like, from where we started in this area, there was the top left and the top right. So that was kind of the top right. And now we're coming back to the upper middle, which would be like where the left path took you, if that's making sense to anybody. Now, instead of going up, which that's where we're gonna go, but first we need to go down and collect our first trophy. So I'm gonna quickly kill these guys so we don't have to worry about them. Get over here. Whoa. Got him. Alright, so yeah, that way, that just goes back down to where we came. So you don't have to go that way. Alright? You can if you want, but it just loops back around. You remember where I knocked that shortcut down? If you follow that path, that's kind of where that goes. But more importantly, let's get our first trophy, shall we? Yay! Shard pendant. Pick that up. It's going to give us a tool, and you'll pop your first trophy, which will be called Equipped. 2130. Alright, sorry. I had to make a note of that so I can put the graphic. Doesn't matter. Editing stuff. Don't worry about it. Alright, now that we've gotten that, let's see. Now it's time to go buy us a map or two. Go spend some money. Alright, that's where we came from, so now we're gonna go this way and back up the hill. Up, up, up we go, and then this is gonna be something we open up later on, so don't worry about that too much. Sorry, I don't know why that looked like a breakable door that I was like, did I miss something? Let's come over here to the left. Now there's another shortcut right here that we can open up in just a minute, but first drop down to the right and grab some more, and try to stand all the way to the left so they don't fall into the spikes. And then we can kill this guy real quick, get him out of the way, hit that. That's gonna drop that down, and then yeah, all right, we're gonna drop that down. We're meeting a new NPC who likes to sing more than the singer, believe it or not. This guy's gonna sell us a whole bunch of maps and whatnot. So hit that lever, drop onto this, and then you can drop off. That just goes back to where that shortcut I opened up, basically. That's kind of the full loop there. So we're gonna come over here. Before we talk to the boy, I'm gonna grab these rosary beads. These are really fun, these little golden rings, if you ever are just bored. Bye. What's up, buddy? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Va, va.
That's fine.
So if you don't have enough money to buy all these things, that's okay. We can farm the rosary beads in like the next room.
Yes,
So I'm gonna basically recommend that you buy everything and then farm whatever you need to get all the rest of it. So we're gonna buy both of the maps and the quill. This will help us get around and stuff like that. Also, it's for a trophy. You have to get all the maps. So by the Morrow map, that's where we're at right now, so that'll be helpful. And then the quill basically tracks down any area that we go that's like off the map, like a secret room or anything. It'll add it to the map. Now, you can buy the compass as well, which I'm going to buy. I'll buy it now. I'll buy it now. You can equip it, and it'll tell you where you're at on the map. So that's up to you.
Nesvir?
Nera pashma.
All right, so we've talked to this person, and now let's see. We can go up in a minute, but first I'm going to, let's see, yes, get the shards right here. Boom, boom, boom. And now let's go open up a bench and farm some more rosary beads. Oh, I almost got them just off of that. But yeah, the bench right there, we're going to go open that up. And these few enemies that we're killing on the way, these have rosary beads that drop. So very good place to just sit here and farm for some early game rosary beads. So if you want to sit here and just farm it, do it. It doesn't hurt. You can get a lot. Ooh, I'm almost dead. But see, yeah, do that, get those enemies, get these, of course. It's a really fast farm, too. You can't get over there just yet, so don't worry about that. Just come back over here, drop, or jump over here, kill the last couple enemies. Boom, boom, boom. Good try, buddy. You did your best. All right, now we can go over here, and that'll open up the bench. Which, you know, you could just rest here, reset the world, and then just run back, kill a couple enemies, run back, and so on, if you feel like farming the rosary beads. But hit that lever, and that'll open up our little path back to our merchant. And I'm just going to quickly buy the compass while we're here. This man's going to go back to our home base, so don't worry if you don't feel like farming or whatever, and you don't have the money, you're going to be able to buy it later. Because he's just going to come back to our the bottom area. But I like to buy it now just because we have it. And yeah. Now I'm going to quickly rest at the bench and equip some of our stuff. So we can equip the shard pendant. That's going to be our first thing. You could also put on the compass, but I don't need that. And that'll be our first of several items that we get. So now you'll notice that our inventory is starting to fill out. But yeah, the shard pendant will allow us to collect more shell shards after defeating creatures. So that's really awesome. Also, my headset's dying, so let me quickly change that. I'm going to pause the recording. All right, we are back. Sorry, my headset was freaking out. Anyways, we're going to jump up, and then we're going to go to the left here real quick. Actually, yeah, we're going to go to the left here. That right path will be where we kind of finish the chapter, in a sense. But come over here. This is the Moss home, which is kind of part of the Moss area. But it's like above it. Now these guys, they remind me of the turtles in Mario. They're just annoying. But they are my like least favorite enemies in this early. See what I mean? Like, what are we doing? They're like the turtles that throw the hammers in Mario. Yeah, take that, bitch. Got him. I freaking got him. Jump over here, hit that real quick, and then I'm gonna kill him too. I don't want him getting away with that, you know? Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go up first. All right. We shall go up first. There's a couple rosary beads over here. Gimme, 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 gimme. All of them. And then we'll jump up. And there's a secret door right here. I bet you didn't see that, huh? And over here, we're going to grab the Coral Commandant. Coral Commandant. Let's freaking go. A relic of the Far Limbs past. Interesting to collectors of historical items. Really, really cool stuff right there. I bet you are on the edge of your seat now. Now, we're going to come back and grab that item in a moment. But first, let's go kill that guy. Oh, I tried to knock him into the... Well, that works too. All right. So yeah, we're going to come back that way. We're going to get a new ability, guys. Yes, a spear. A big old spear. Game? Game? Hello? So these spider webs we can't break unless we have that spear. So guess what we're getting? Oh. I don't know why I thought that was going to be better for me. Oh my goodness. Sorry, not my finest hour if I'm being honest. So definitely collect the rosary beads. What? We've got Naruto or some shit on our ass here. My man just like jutsu'd out of that whole area right there. That's crazy. All right, jump across and then interact with this thing, and this is going to be a spear. And this is going to give us our second trophy called Bound. All right, so we're going to bind. Damn. We screamed. The Silk Spear. Let's go. Hell yeah. The Silk Spear. That's freaking sick. We're freaking super cool now. You'll notice we have the spear, in case that wasn't part of the obvious immediate truth for you. Come over here. It's R1. It'll break the spider webs. And let's see. Do I want to do this first? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there's a bench right here. We can rest. And now we're going to meet our berry NPC. That's why we've been collecting those berries. And lucky for us, the third berry is just around the corner. So we'll do that. We'll bring it back, and we'll get a wish completed. Or, I'm sorry, a promise. So definitely accept the berry picking. Let's go. We made another promise. We're just making promises with everybody. All right, let's go get our third berry, and then she'll like us a little bit more. Geronimo! Yep. Let me... Hold on. Yeah, all right, there we go. So these little green flies or whatever, that's what is holding that berry. So boom, 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 we are done. And then, yeah, all right, cool. So my notes were very vague right there. I was like, what am I looking at here? And then this loops back around. First, let's grab the rosary beads right there. Yeah, all right. So that goes back to where we already cleared. Don't worry about that. What are you doing back out of your cage? I already killed you, you silly goose. So now we have our third berry. Go turn it into the lady. We're doing good on time. 30 minutes. Not bad. We're almost done. I'm trying to do it in like 45, roughly. Anyways, she's gonna give us a our first like pendant type thing. Yeah, I'll let you you feel however you feel about that spell. I don't know if that one's in the Hogwarts literature or not, but yada 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 yada, and then just explosions. That, you know, it might work for some people. Clearly, it works for her. But either way, we left with some berry picking wishes. Dude, look how our character's looking at her. Just like head completely back. Love it. All right, so there we go. We got the Druid's Eye. And she's going to basically tell us if we bring more berries, she'll give us cool rosary beads and stuff like that. So we'll get to that later. But for now, let's sit on this bench and let's go ahead and equip our Druid's Eye. So as the bearer takes damage, the amulet weeps a green elixir that will form into silk. So, you know, it kind of rewards you for sucking. So there you go. And yeah, that's all that. So that's our loadout now for this chapter. But now we're gonna go over here. And there's another spider web we gotta break on this side of things. First, we need to jump up. So come over here to the right. And this is where we collected our spear, if you remember, if you're keeping up. Right there, that's where we did it. Right there. Boom. Now careful these like spike things. And then we're gonna pick up the rosary beads again. We can go ahead and break them. And boom, we are rich again. Cut that, and now that is back to where we came from. So isn't that exciting, guys? Now we're gonna drop down. Let's see. Make sure my notes are correct here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the trophy. It's when you turn in the berries. That's your third trophy. It's called Granted. So, my bad. You would have gotten it, but you know, I forgot to call it out there. Sorry, see, here's the thing, guys. I know a lot of you like accounts that, like, you know, they show the trophy pop, but that requires me buying the game twice. It requires me having 2 accounts and paying for live. I'm not wealthy like that. Now, if I get enough subscribers, then yeah, sure, I'll buy the game over and over. But your boy's kind of poor, okay? So I can only buy the game once on 1 account. And unfortunately, I've got to practice. So, you know, I pop the trophies, and I do apologize, but I put it in the top right corner, and we get to pretend, and everything's fine. But here's the thing. You can just trust me, because I know where the trophies are, all right? So I just want to get that out of the way, because sometimes I'll get comments, and people are like, oh, why didn't you pop the trophies? Like, I get it. It looks cool, and it's all nifty and stuff. But, you know, some of us don't have 17 accounts, all right? Anyways, that's my little rant for that matter. Let's see. All right, let's go down now. And then you'll notice to the right, that is where we kind of came from. So don't worry about that. We're going to go to the left here. And this is actually going to be a wild shortcut back to spawn. Also, I want to point out that there are, like, if you want, you can try to get that enemy, but I wouldn't even worry about it. We're not going that direction just yet. Try not to fall all the way down. If you do, it's fine. You can come back up. But for now, just come over here, collect the rosary beads. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And this, we're going to hit that real quick. That's going to open up an elevator. But first we can come over here. Got him. Freaking got him, dude. And there's some more rosary beads up here. So this is pretty epic. Oh my goodness. I am risking it, guys. I don't know why the basic enemies are the ones that give me the most trouble. Watch out for the spikes, you know? Okay. Yeah, there's one more. you might notice that is a pretty large pile of rosary beads, so enjoy that. You earned it. You earned it. Guys, we started this video poor as shit, and now look at us. We're still kind of poor, but we have more than we started with, and that's what matters. So now we cleared the right side. If you drop down by accident, it's just gonna take you all the way back where we were. So it's not the end of the world. Just, you know, backtrack or whatever. But the good news is we've opened up that elevator. So now, guess where this is gonna take us? You'll never guess. All right, cool. So this goes back to spawn. Isn't that exciting, guys? So, boom, that is that. But we're gonna come back here in a much cooler way, actually. So, just say hello to them, but we're not actually ready to come back. But we're very close to the end of this chapter, and we're gonna do a boss fight, and then we're gonna come back to spawn in styles. So, who wants to take an elevator? That's just boring. Let's do it in a cool manner. All right, jump back up. We're just backtracking at this point. So we did the top side, now we did the bottom, and now it's time to go back where I said, okay. We're gonna go back to where we bought the maps and all of that, and rest at that bench, so that'll be our, like... These guys, I found if you just stay right in front of them and just kind of like chase them down, they shoot above your head, usually if you're right in front of them. So we got to go right there, but first let's drop down and rest at the bench, so that way if we happen to die, we have a quick little rest spot. And just to be clear, you want to have your Druid's Eye and the Shard Pendant equipped and your Spear. Definitely do that. And if you... believe in yourself here. You can get this in your first try. Hopefully you do. All the cool kids will. But now that I said that, I won't get it. Alright guys, it turns out I died, so whoopsies on like the last phase too, so really annoying. But this is what it looks like when you die. Your cocoon, you just have to hit it and you'll get your resources back. Boom, boom, boom. And now, let's fight this boss for the first time. Well, that was a fun start. Anyways, he'll jump over you like that. You can get a couple hits in. Sometimes he'll just stop, and then he'll charge at you. Don't play it fast. So there's the stop one, and then he'll charge. Just get a hit or two on that one. And then there's a third one where he'll spawn out of the ground and he'll drop bells out of it, like that one. So just jump over the bell. Don't try to hit the boss on that one. So that's he'll stop and stare and charge. Get a hit or two. If he jumps over you, you can get a couple hits, and then the bell one, you just avoid it. So that's kind of the whole boss fight, I guess. It's the one where he jumps over you like that, where you can get the most damage. And then when he goes to the middle like this, that's your indication that phase 1 is over. And now bells will start falling from the sky. Every bell bounces twice, so you can kind of like time it to not get hit. Okay, get out of the middle. And now after that attack, a third bell will drop. So right there. And don't forget, you do have a spear. Uh-oh, I am way on health, or way out of health here. Try to get my health back here. Oh, I don't need it, because I'm just goated. Freaking, I don't even need help, brother. Come on now. What do you think this was? I'm so mad. I died on like the last couple hits on that first one. That would have been a flawless chapter. Anyways, that is going to pop your 4th trophy. It's going to be called Liberated. And that's for just beating that that boss. So, pretty exciting thing there. So, 45 minutes. All right. So yeah, that's gonna basically wrap up this chapter. We're gonna do a couple more things though, and then we'll have a good stopping point. But here is just a little puzzle sequence to just get to the top of the maze here. Nothing too crazy. And then grab that, and we feel it. So yeah, just to recap, we had 4 trophies this this chapter, and you can check the description to get timestamps, and also you'll see the names of them and stuff like that. Yeah. We summoned the Silk Heart, everybody. We're doing the trophies and things. All right, now we are back, doing mighty fine, if I might add. Look at us. Look at, we're peak health right there. All right, so this is the boss arena, right? We're gonna come over here, and we can summon our bad boy that we just beat. Boom. In the first game, we had like a cricket, and in this game, we have a whatever that is. Now you can come over here. This is a another like area. We're not gonna necessarily worry about this, but if you want, you can ring the bell. Nah, I'm gonna do it for now. I'll save it for later. But that is a fun bell to ring. If you just have to ring it, do it. But if not, we'll do it in a future video. Okay. That's kind of like another area, so we're not gonna start that. But right now, we're just gonna backtrack and travel in style. So go back to Bone Bottom. Look at us. Look at us. Look at that dude. Is it an armadillo? What is that? No, it's a bug. It wouldn't be a... I don't know. Anyways, this man finally orgasmed, and look at, he's tired now. Ah. All right. So that is our fast travel. It's just like the cricket subway system from the first one. Yeah, just a new character. And now we're back, and this lady thinks that we're gonna buy some shit. Not after all those cheap prices she gave us. I only buy the most exquisite. But now our boy has done the sign, so we're gonna activate both of these. So let's go ahead and accept his hunt. The garb of the pilgrims, wish promised. Boom. And now we're gonna repair Bone Bottom here, just 200 shards. And you know us, we've got plenty of money. Boom, boom, boom. We repaired Bone Bottom, wish granted as well. So now the board is clear, and you can talk to this man. Yay! All right. So that'll update as we go with new stuff. And over here is that merchant that we met earlier. So if you didn't buy the compass, the both maps, and the quill, now is the time. But you should have farmed it. You know, feel free if you want to buy a couple of these. That's fine, but I wouldn't waste your currency on that. But these like mark the map if you really need it. I don't know why you would, but it's there. But yeah, buy everything as far as the maps and all that. And then with this person, I'm gonna buy the magnetite brooch. Wow, I can't speak. Magnetite brooch. Sorry. We're gonna buy that. That'll be a part of a trophy as well. And we're gonna get these items that are important. The mask shard especially, and the key. This is like upgrade stuff and all that. But all these are important. But we're just gonna grab the brooch for now. And now we're gonna go rest. What's up, boy? He's like, oh, you're actually like doing stuff. Cool. Now he's not trying to rest anymore. And now is he? He actually has hope and stuff. But anyways, come over here and you can equip this if you'd like. I'm gonna leave the shard pendant on. But we have the brooch if you want. It just loose beads will be pulled towards the wearer. So kind of nice. But yeah, we have to kind of pick. So I'm gonna keep the shard pendant for now. But yeah, that is going to be, let's see. Yeah, that is it for part 1. So I'll just quickly look at the inventory here. So you should have the quill and the maps, the coral commandant. You'll have started the game with the hunter's cloak and tool pouch. And then you'll have the spear, the druid's eye, the compass, shard pendant, and magnetite brooch. And then we will have started the Garb of Pilgrims, the Lost Fleas, and our main objective, of course, the Great Citadel. And then, of course, we did complete berry picking and bone bottom repairs. So we did those 2 wishes already. And yeah, we've completed, well, not completed, but we've done the marrow and the bone bottom and all the moss areas. So we are making very good progress. So that is going to wrap up part 1 of our walkthrough. I thank you guys so much for watching me and tuning into this walkthrough. I'm very excited. Please let me know if you guys want to see improvements on the walkthrough or anything like that. And I'll do my best to update it as we go. And I hope to see you guys in part 2 as we continue towards that platinum trophy. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.